Hello and welcome to another episode of Truly Bedrock with me, Mr. Beardstone. I hope you've all had a wonderful holidays and, well, we're still over in the Winter District because we've actually still got a couple of things we need to do over here. The main one being, all the way down here, we need to see if we've had our Secret Santa presents because it's now a couple of days after Christmas, so it should be here. I'm not sure which box was mine. That's, no, Beardy. Okay. I have a half-broken elytra. By Nahat a Fox. Right, okay. No way. Is that the elytra? You don't really need this. It means something though. Sorry for being a pain, Beardy. Merry Christmas. It is! It's Tom. That's the elytra he stole off me at the beginning of the season. That's quite possibly the most important item in the world. Right, I'm taking that. That's going straight to my vault. There we go. Beautiful. Right, we've got to make sure we look after those. They have been gone for far too long. Right, what are we going to do today? That's the question. Well, I guess the first thing to do is to let you know that you can actually now download the Truly Bedrock Season 2 world at its current point. Yes, you heard me correctly. You can now get a mid-season download. This is a little Christmas present from us to you. And, well, hopefully you'll have fun exploring the world. In order to get your hands on the world download, you just need to look in the description. There's a link to the Truly Bedrock Discord, and in there is a Christmas gifts channel. And, yep, that's where you'll find the download link. So do get that, have fun, and, well, explore the world. I do have a slight confession to make. It was actually about this stage in the video where I was going to cut to a lovely world tour in RTX. It was all going to be lovely, nicey. But when I started putting it together, it didn't really work. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. So we're going to ditch that and just crack on with the episode. Back over here at our base, we've actually still got quite a lot of work to do on the outside here, and I really do want to start pulling some of these bits together a bit more. So you may notice up on the hill behind me, we have got a couple of houses in. We did discuss those last episode, I believe, and there's a couple of new trees there. But I've got a lot more trees to put in, and paths, and a whole lake, and more houses, and yep, lots of things like that. So I think this is going to be our area of focus for today. The plan is going to be to get in at least one more house here and get lots and lots of trees in, but I also want to connect the path that runs from here all the way across to here. I want to somehow connect it up to the bit down the bottom. I'm not entirely sure where. It might kind of make sense to put some steps in on this side, and then maybe have a bridge that goes across, and that will take the path up there. Not entirely sure, but I do really want to get this area connected to this area down here and get lots of trees up in this area to try and actually fill out the top of the mountain, because it's looked bare for far too long. Far too long. So that's going to be our focus, and that means we're probably going to have many time lapses in today's episode, the first of which is going to start right about now. already looking a lot better up there, but we've clearly still got a long way to go. So, what we've managed to do so far, if we just land over here, we can probably get a slightly better view. But, as you can see, we've added quite a few more trees up there. We've also done the paths around the side. We've sorted out the lake as well. And what I've done here with the paths is I've kept them a little bit simpler. There's not quite so much stone in these ones. The idea is going to be that as they wind up the mountain, they're going to get muddier and less stony, less well maintained. And I think that's really going to add to the area. So about halfway up that path, we do have a split. And there's a reason that this path goes all the way over here. Partly it is because I wanted to do something with this part of the land. And we do have like a little cove thing here, which I've made a start on. Yep, still needs a lot of work. And we will get to that. But this path here actually loops around to another base entrance. So for now, I've just disguised it in a rubbish little cave. I will be, you know, making this fit with the mountain a lot better, actually pulling out bits of it and so on, because at the moment, yeah, let's just not talk too much about it. But in here, we do have a watervator that goes down into our portal room at the base. So it's just another sneaky way in and out should we ever need it. Now, the trees. So, I'm getting better at trees. I think I'm getting better at trees, but I'm still not good at trees, particularly spruce trees. Other trees, I'm not so bad with. Spruce trees, absolute bane of my life. So I've decided to do this mountain as a spruce mountain. I don't know, just punishing myself, I guess. It just doesn't seem like the best idea, but I'm still going to do it because I think it will look good when it's done. So despite the fact that not a single one of these trees actually looks good, when they're all together like this, you don't really notice. There's too much to distract the eye from the fact that each tree is a little bit janky in its own way. And I think that's absolutely fine. That way I should be able to get away with things. I mean, yeah, I can still fix some things. But yeah, the trees are, they're making progress. They just need to make a little bit more progress to get them looking proper. If we navigate back to this path, this actually continues all the way up along the side of the river, which was not filled in previously, but we do have that filled in now. But now I've also just chucked in some, oh, yeah, that's not what I meant to do. I kind of want those. Jeez. So for now, I have just thrown in some sea pickles to offer a little bit of light, because there's a strip that goes from about there to about there where the ice freezes, and I might just have to add more glass in the sky. So I did do that right near the start of the series. I don't think it's really been noticed that much. I mean, I know it's there, but it's not something that you see all the time, so I might just do that over the rest of this bit of river and see if we can get away with it. Onto the lake itself, I have made the lake a little bit deeper in certain places, and I've started making that look nice as well. I still want to swap out some of the blocks. I need to sort out the bank. So yeah, once again, lots of work still to do over there, but it's already looking better just by having the water in it, because, well, you know, dry lakes don't really look like lakes, they just look like holes. And now it looks like a lake. Up the top here, we've still got some more houses to add. In fact, that'll probably be the next thing I do. And up here, I really like how this little snowy bit of the forest is coming together. There's a few little bits of greenery poking through here and there. I think the coral as moss works really well on the trees as well. We've also got some variation on the tree barks up here. And yeah, I think this top side has actually come along really well. I just need to try and replicate this elsewhere now. So as the sun's going down, we're actually going to take a short break from this area because we need to go over to the shopping district, primarily just to do a little bit of restocking. So we're going to treat that as a nice little break for ourselves. We're going to head over there and, well, I guess we'll see if we made any profits while we're there too. You never know. Oh my days. So, someone's actually brought my conduits. I don't believe it. They've been there since the start of the season. Okay. Yep, I'll take that. Ooh, sea pickles as well. Okay. Well, I guess we're searching all the boxes today. And someone has been buying all of my tridents, because not only have we sold a box down here, we've also sold about a box worth up at the actual trident shop. So I'm guessing someone's making a big murder machine of some kind. Beautiful. Right. Hey, good start. Let's go. Well, I think it's safe to say that somebody's definitely building things out of mini blocks because we made quite the profit from that store this time. So, well, let's just see if we've made any other diamonds anywhere else while we're here. And then we'll, I don't know, head back, I guess, and carry on building. But I need to know now. I need to know. I mean, we've made over a stack of diamonds this trip. That's not bad. So this is something I never thought I would see. The chorus fruit box is empty. Someone's actually bought all my chorus fruit. That's just weird. I sold 2 stacks all season and now I've sold all of it in one go. Right. Well, I guess we're going to need to go get some more chorus fruit. And I don't even have a chorus fruit farm because, well, no one was buying it, so I never got round to it. I didn't bother. I mean, we're probably going to have to do an end raid just to go get some chorus fruit. But I'm fine with that. I love a bit of end raiding. After checking all of our shops, we've actually got a stack and 17 diamonds from this one shopping trip visit, which is fantastic. And although we've done some restocking, the things we knew we needed to restock, I now need to do many more restockings, and part of that does involve going to the end because I need a few more shulkers for the shulker shop as well as some chorus fruit, and then I need to go to my drowned farm and pick up a lot more tridents because we've sold an absolute ton of those. The biggest hole in my merchandise, however, is down here in beards. So a good few months ago we built this shop where we sell things by the shulker. And it's been hit and miss. Some things have sold really quickly, very, very quickly indeed, and other things have been, you know, sitting around all season. But we've got a lot of holes again at the moment, and in fact that's even more of a hole than usual. So I think, what do we need? Iron, bone blocks, iron, leaves, dirt, sand, stone. Okay. So the wool, I know we never actually sold any of the wool, so we won't bother restocking that. That's gone because I used it myself. And although we do have some stock out here, the things we've got out here, I believe, are the things that we've still got quite a lot of stock of out the front. So, I'm going to need to give this some thought and see what else we can actually put in here. So, yeah, while I'm end raiding, I think I'm going to think about this, decide what we can put in some of these boxes. I think I could probably do, yeah, with another box of shulkers out here. We've still got some, but another box of those wouldn't go amiss either. So, I guess we've got a small adventure on our hands. I'm quite glad about that, actually. I was fed up of building trees. There we go, a successful trip. We've managed to get some chorus fruit, but most importantly, we've actually got some chorus flowers this time. And the plan, of course, will be to make a small farm. I don't think we're going to need anything big. I mean, these don't usually sell. It's very odd that they have, to be perfectly honest. But the main reason I do want a farm is for the end rods. I've been using quite a lot of end rods, and end rods obviously take chorus fruit. So yeah, we're going to be making a farm at some point. For now though, we're just going to stash these in storage. You may recall that at the beginning of the episode I said I had a couple of things to do over in the Winter District, and that's because I kind of knew that it would take me a couple of days to record this episode because it is over the holiday period, and it is now the time to reveal the winners of the escape room. Oh yes, the moment we've all been waiting for. So we're going to head over to the Winter District. We are going to basically close the Christmas escape room game from a points perspective. It'll of course still be open if people wish to go back and play it, but the competition side of it is open, and we're going to go find out who the winners are. And I think I may have run past the entrance. Oh no, there it is. It's still ahead. Back over here at the Winter District, I just get amazed every time I arrive here. There was so much done in such a short space of time. It's just absolutely wonderful and really good to see. And in fact, it has actually sparked conversation of another sort of community build area that doesn't really have limitations, a bit like the shopping area in that you can just kind of build whatever you want. And we've got ideas for another area for doing that. And, well, hopefully we'll visit that in the next episode or two, and maybe build a little something ourselves over there. But we have much more important things to be doing right now, and I'm completely lost. I span around too fast. Right, let's go and find out who has won the competition. In fact, let's find out how many people even entered at first. I mean, I think we've had 9 or 10 players that have actually submitted a score, so that's not bad, I suppose. Let's see what we've got. Right, so we have 10 entries, and of course we have Mrs. B's practice run at the start there. Mrs. B was my guinea pig, and actually did quite well, and would probably end up sitting somewhere mid-table, but I need to now go through every single one of these boxes and put them in the order of who won, and I think it'll be a nice thing to do to actually make this a proper leaderboard, maybe. So maybe we should build a little something out here with a sort of, you know, final scores tally on, and we can stick the shulkers to it. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So before we find out who the winner is, I'm going to go grab myself a few resources, and we're going to build something just to tie this together a little bit more. While I was grabbing a few bits and bobs, I was thinking, and I think I've got an idea of how I'm going to do this. So we had 10 participants, and I think it would be good to put sort of, you know, first, second and third across the back here, and then we can sort of wrap the rest round on their own little mini podiums. But in order to do that, we need to remove this first. There we go, I think that's going to work. So what I now need to do is, I guess, put the prizes on. I think that kind of makes sense. So what we decided was that half of what we had, so 16 blocks, will be for the winner, so let's get those down. Then we're going to have half of that amount for second place, so they're going to get 8. And then we need 4 for the next one. And then 2. And then 1, and there should be 1 left, which I completely missed. That was, yep, that was terrible. There we go. So that's the prizes for first down to third, and I'm wondering, I feel like that doesn't look big enough. So what I'm going to do is actually change this out just a little bit. So let me do this. There we go. Now it looks like a winning pile. Fantastic. Not happy with this one either. Let me just adjust that and stick that one there. Beautiful. And then we have the last 4 places. Now, I did still build them podiums, and I feel like something should go on there just as a thanks for taking part kind of thing. And everyone needs gold, right? So we will do some gold for these ones as well. So 3, and then 2 gold. And then even 1 gold for the person in last place. I think that's a fair deal. And the other thing I want to do is, on top of these ones here, I just want to chuck on a mini diamond block as well. Just because I think they look cool. So let's get those on. I think that looks absolutely wonderful. So now we actually need to work out who has won. So I'm going to go through all of these boxes. I'm going to work out what order they need to go in. I think I've got a rough idea who came last. Which is fine by me. Sorry, Tiz. But I think I need to work out the rest, so let's go see what we've got. I've made a start on some of the scores, and I thought now might be a good time to actually show you what a good box looks like. So Liara has actually done very well here. So there's only actually 2 items that she didn't get, which were actually another 2 presents. And there's one present in particular that not many people found. So I will actually possibly show where that one... Actually, no, I won't. I'm not going to tell anyone. But yes, the pink present is one that has been very elusive. I think only 1 person has actually found that so far. I've still got a few more boxes to go through though. But basically, there were 13 presents to find. Each one of those is worth 10 points. There were 12 trinkets to find in that one particular town room. They are worth 5 points each. Then there was also 10 elf names, and the elf names are worth 5 points each as well. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Liara's actually missed 2. So that book there is worth 40 points for Liara. And the weighted companion cube. Each player was given 2 of these. One obviously needed to be used for the pressure plate in the lounge. However, the second one, it's called a companion cube. Of course you're supposed to keep it. And Liara has done the right thing and actually put it in here. And I think most people did. I don't know if anyone's actually sort of, you know, went back and took it out or anything like that. But I think most people, having whatever was left in their inventory, dumped it all in the boxes. I mean, the minecarts, the hose, you know, things like that, they weren't worth points, and neither were the cookies. But I think this is a very good example of a very full box. Right, I'm just going to figure out the rest of the scores, and then we'll come back and see who's actually won. I have the results in my book right here, and I've had to make a slight couple of adjustments because there were a couple of ties, but okay, only involved moving 1 diamond block, so that wasn't too bad. But I think we're going to start with last place, and I stand corrected. I was wrong. I honestly thought Tiz was going to lose with his awful score, but I made the mistake of forgetting about Groover. So, last place does in fact go to Groover with a measly 105 points. Oh, Groover. I would ask what happened, but we all know what happened. You didn't do anything with the book, and you found yourself in a redstone wilderness. Absolute madness. But thank you very much for taking part, Groover. It's the taking part that counts, after all. I'm going to go find a bed. It's getting dark and scary. Also, without a book and elf names, however, was Tiz, who just scraped into 9th place, but he only beat Groover by 5 points. So, nothing to be too proud about there, Tiz. Come on now. You can do better. You can do better. So, now we actually get onto the real scores. In 8th place, we had Rogue Fox with 170, which is a very worthy score. Next up, in 7th place, just missing out on the diamonds over here, we have... Oh, there we go. We have Zap. So 190 points as well there, and just missing out on the 200 points. Now, I have actually failed to mention how many points it was actually out of. So, give me a sec. 245. The maximum amount of points was 245. And from this point onwards, it does start getting pretty close, because we actually have 2 people who have joint, well, 5th position, I guess. So, let's get those in. So we have both Zloy and Dadcraft tied with 200 points, and they are tied in 5th position. So next up, also tied in position for 3rd, we actually have Foxy and Silent Whisperer, and they were only 5 points ahead of Zloy and Dadcraft. So these 4 positions, we don't need that there, so these 4 positions were very, very, very close, and yeah, I think that's just amazing how close they were. Absolute madness. Let's get these ones on. So that brings us down to our last 2 participants, which are of course Jesse and Liara. So, who got first and who got second? I'll tell you what, in 1st place, we have Jesse. So Jesse got an outstanding 215 points on the game. Annoyingly, so did Liara, also with 215, so I need to sort this one out as well. 1st, 3rd and 5th were all tied, and it was literally 15 points in it throughout the whole top 6 places. So either way, that was absolutely amazing. I do now need to readjust these diamond piles though, so I'll be right back. And there we go, we have everyone's prizes there. Everyone knows what they could have got. I mean, should I maybe stick up a sign saying there's a total of maybe 245 points and how the points system worked? I don't know, maybe I should do that in future. But for now, I think they just want to know what they've won for Christmas. And with that last job done, I think I need to now bring the episode to a close. I was hoping to get back to the mountain, but it did take a little bit longer than I thought to actually sort out all the points and prizes and everything for our Winter Escape game. So I think, well, maybe the last thing to do would actually be to put up a sign and say you can no longer win prizes, but I'm hoping that that would be obvious by now. But I'm hoping that some people will actually go back and try and find the things they missed, because not a single person found everything in there. That's all from me today, and I will see you on the next episode of Truly Bedrock. I hope you have a wonderful new year, and I will see you in 2021. Bye now.